Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jasmine Norman, and I'm here to speak with you about City Year. Children living in low income communities across the United States and the rest of the world are suffering from receiving an inadequate amount of education. Many of these communities are not funded enough to provide the best education possible for children living in them. Many schools fail to have teachers who are willing to sit with students and understand their learning habits and styles and actually teach them in ways where they are able to take in that information and it sticks with them. Therefore, specific programs and organizations are placed in those communities in order to fill the empty areas of knowledge that these communities seek to have, including an organization called City Year. City Year is an essential organization in the United States and throughout international affiliates because it is dedicated to helping students and schools succeed. City Year was founded in 1988 by Alan Kazi and Michael Brown. It is an education focused nonprofit organization that unites young people of all backgrounds for a year to keep them in school and on track to graduation. At City Year's 28 locations across the United States and two international affiliates, the United Kingdom and Johannesburg, South Africa, teams of young adults called AmeriCorps members serve full-time in schools for 11 months as tutors, mentors, and role models. By focusing on attendance, behavior, and course performance, Corps members are uniquely able to help students and schools succeed. City Year helps to close gaps in high-need schools by supporting students' academic and social emotional development while also providing schools with the additional capacity to enhance school culture and climate. The organization provides a powerful double bottom line, which is to improve outcomes for students in high-need schools and the cultivation of the next generation of leaders and alumni. City Year also believes in partnership and collaboration in all that they do, and that includes how they use research to shape their approach to improving educational outcomes for students. City Year's model is based on research indicating that students who are at greatest risk of dropping out can be identified as early as in the sixth grade. City Year AmeriCorps members make positive connections with students, encourage them to come to school every day, and provide evidence-based academic supports for students who exhibit one or more early warning indicators, such as low attendance, poor behavior, or course failure in English or math. Research shows that preventing one or more of these warning signs makes it 3 times more likely that a student will graduate, dramatically improving his or her lifetime trajectory. In the 2017 and 2018 academic school year, more than 3,000 City Year AmeriCorps members are serving approximately 223,000 students in 329 schools nationwide. In 2012, City Year reported its long-term impact objective to drastically build the quantity of students on track to graduation, achieving the greater part of off-track students in every one of its networks, and growing to urban communities and schools that deliver 66% of the country's urban dropouts. In light of national research from Johns Hopkins University and City Year's investigation of existing markets, approximately 15 to 20% of schools are delivering most of the dropouts inside urban school regions. This level of focus empowers City Year AmeriCorps individuals to greatly affect the graduation pipeline in every one of their urban communities, while conveying to a generally modest number of schools. The objective of the technique is to altogether build graduation rates in school and vocational availability in high required urban schools by guaranteeing that 80% of students served by City Year achieve the 10th grade on time and on track to graduate. City Year AmeriCorps individuals work as a human capital resource in under-resourced elementary, middle, and high schools, working with off-track students and students in danger for tumbling off track to give focus on scholarly and socially enthusiastic intercessions aimed at enhancing the quantity of secondary school graduates. City Year AmeriCorps members represent a diverse array of racial, ethnic, religious, and educational backgrounds. Approximately 80% of Corps members are recent college graduates, 56% are people of color, 48% are Pell Grant eligible, 42% are fluent or conversational in a second language, and 25% are first generation college students. City Year was started with private funding and still maintains many of its efforts via gifts from organizations as national leadership sponsors and team sponsors. City Year's national partners work side by side with City Year, lending their time, expertise, and resources to support the mission of increasing the high school graduation rate. These investments can take many different forms and are allocated to programs and initiatives that align with the partners and City Year's priorities. City Year national leadership sponsors include Adobe Foundation, Airmark, AT&T, Leadership AT&T, Bain Capital, Bank of America, Celanese Foundation, Cisco Foundation, Comcast NBC Universal, CSX Transportation, Deloitte New York Life Foundation, Microsoft, PepsiCo Foundation, and Red Nose Day. Education has the power to help every child reach their full potential, and City Year is here to keep that statement alive. According to Mr. Michael Brown, mentoring and the positive developmental relationship between two people is extraordinarily powerful and can transform lives. City Year is a powerful nonprofit organization that serves to educate students in underserved schools around the United States and international affiliates and keep students on track to graduation. Therefore, if you were to consider to donating to any type of nonprofit organization, donate to City Year and give a chance to the education of many students around the world. Thank you.